What happened?
Firebombing black communities, that's not violent. Firebombing and killing blacks, that's not violent.
Former Director of Policy for Core, California. Any of you here who don't know who I am have no business sitting there. Okay? I worked with Sheriff Butler for 6 years to fix this creepy mess.
He is a creep.
You have pin? Pocket gave it to me. You go see my comments in the Beverly Hills Pack. I'm in front of their people in the jail. You're afraid to talk about them. He broke the law.
I can't go. I gotta stay.
But they're doing him to protect Chief Beck, because he erased the audio to the 5515 Police Commission, which is a state and federal crime, and you don't care. And for 2.5 years, I've had published nationally that I called him a bigot. That means I got hit by police on me, and you don't care. And that jail is a pig pen. Listen to what they're doing in there. A guy was trying to commit murder. They wouldn't take it. He's dead. He hit somebody big. I was a counselor 2 times. I heard the shrink say, it's okay to not go to sleep for a month or 2. You'll get used to it. The bathrooms are filthy. You're wasting your money. They just paint the psych ward and get this, people. It's 60 beds to 68 in the psych ward in the same room. Filthy bathrooms. And you have the chairs and seats down to 12 from 30. You're going to have violence in there. Now I'm here to work with you, or I'm going to destroy you all because I'm holding goods and I just gave it to Kim. Now they're trying to bring some sense to this mess. Now you want to work with me, or you only got wiped on the floor? Because guess what? You now have a responsibility. If that video breaks viral nationally before Beck and the police commissioner are arrested, I'm told by his buttons in LAPD, guys who know me and like me, there's going to be riots and burning because I told the people in Charlotte and Milwaukee, the city managers, I gave them this information. Are you familiar with the 2003 DOJ agreement any of this been broken greater 24,700 dead people? Because you don't take up care about internal affairs. How do you not know when the DOJ agreement took it to Benita Gupta, head of DOJ last February? Don't care.
This is ahead of your time, so.
Well, it's about time. You are now on the hook for dead people and fixing your filthy jail where I was. Now you're either going to talk to me or I'm going to make you look like fools. Because you people, I got told in court this week, I have no right to my civil rights because you people prevented me from phone calls for 3 or 5 days, 2 times.
Mr. Doyle. Step forward, sir. Be heard.
Good enough?
Stay away from the diet pills.
Good morning. You want to do this?
This is my first time at this meeting, and I'm not familiar with the members of this commission. I imagine you were drawn to such a post out of a basic sense of decency. And regardless of your political leanings, I imagine that sense of decency is offended or at least disturbed by the Trump administration's ever-expanding deportation machine. But the department, it is your job to hold accountable. Is very much a part of that machine, whether or not its leaders view it that way. Last month I was at a meeting with the Sheriff's Chief of Staff and Deputy Sheriff concerning the department's role in immigration enforcement. I brought up the joint LASD-CBP raid that resulted in the arrest of Claudia Rueda's mother, Teresa. The discussion that ensued was very much a classic case of pass the buck. The raid itself, they said, had nothing to do with immigration enforcement. Teresa was released after questioning when it was determined she had nothing to do with the alleged drug operation being targeted. She was never, they said, asked about her immigration status. But she was almost immediately detained by Border Patrol and soon fighting for her right to stay in the country she calls home, where she has raised a family and built
Illegals don't have rights to stay in this country.
She was saved for the moment from deportation only by a strong community and network of activists. Now, less than a month later, her community, her family, the apartment complex she used to call home, and her own daughter are targets of a campaign by Border Patrol that has nothing to do with law enforcement, nothing to do with creating safer communities, and everything to do with political retaliation and the stifling of dissent.
That's a lie.
And it is the department that you are charged with holding accountable that put a target on that community, a target on that apartment complex and a target on that family. And unless you do your part to clearly and permanently separate law enforcement from immigration enforcement, you will find yourselves a part of that deportation machine.
Do
Thank
it,
you very
please.
much.
Yes. Be a part of it. Join it.